What's going on, everybody? Have you heard that in a long time? Likely not, unless you've been scrolling through the videos. As you can see, still no car. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, no, I'm kidding. The car's here. We're going to talk about the car today. We're going to get a little bit of an idle clip. We're going to talk about some of the mods that were done. And I apologize in advance. I'm going to be somewhat vague. Why am I going to be vague? Well, because it seems like everybody and their mother is either hiding, lying about their horsepower and their quarter-mile times and their mods, and it's turning into a big shit show, and it's pissing me off. I'm going to tell you as much as I feel comfortable telling you what happened to this car, but all I can say is there is no warranty. It is gone, at least on the engine. So let's talk about this right here. The car's so goddamn loud that I had to end up throwing studio sound baffling stuff and like moving mats. There's two here, just to try to absorb the sound. That's the level of freaking crazy we're gonna do. So yeah, we're in the garage. Why are we in the garage? Usually when I'm talking about something fun like the car and mods and different things, we're in like a parking lot, something scenic, something to look at. Not this. Not this mess, and I apologize for again. I gotta clean this up. I haven't had the car in a while. I'm all over the place right now. But I tried, and I was gonna put off the video because I went to a couple lots, and what's going on with the lots? They're all goddamn packed with cars. It's too windy out, I can't be outside. I don't want the audio to sound like shit. So this is kind of sort of what you get. I'm gonna show you the car, we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna go from there. What a sight for sore eyes, even though the lighting's fucked. Alright, shut this fucking garage door, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? With this dark bullshit here. Look at her, she's back. Hey baby, what's going on? So let's start jumping right into everything. As you just heard from the exhaust clip, she sounds a little more mean. Obviously there's a cam in there. Yes, right? Okay, I think we can agree on that. As far as the exhaust goes, let's start with that. Let's start with the exhaust. What do I still have as far as the exhaust goes? I have resonators, and that's it. I have no valves. I have no mid mufflers. I have no cats, and I have long tube American Racing headers. So that is the exhaust setup for this car. The other thing that kind of stands out, since we're going to be working from the back to the front, if you can see here, these are not brass monkeys. These are also not bravados. The ever popular bravado. This is a 15-inch Race Star wheel. I am going to be upgrading to a weld wheel once I find one that I actually want to commit to, but in a pinch, this is what I went with. I still think it looks cool. It's reliable. It's a good setup. So we have 15-inch Race Star wheels with 275/60/15 M&H Racemaster tires. And holy shit, this thing is a beast. So how did I manage to get this? How did I get this setup? Well, they had to do a 15-inch brake conversion. These are the brakes that were on the back of the car. So, yeah, this is the setup we have right now. In order to fit those wheels so that we could run a bigger tire, we essentially had to make the rotors and the calipers smaller. So what was once on the car is no longer on the car. Sacrifices had to be made. Working our way back up, that's pretty much the gist of everything. If we want, we can talk about what was done as far as making sure this car wasn't going to be a big problem. So we do have a DSS drive shaft and the DSS axles in the back of the car. We also have the rear diff brace back there for extra, you know, peace of mind. So going forward, we find ourselves in the engine bay. Immediately what you're going to notice is I don't have any engine covers. No, that had nothing to do with the mods. Basically, I can talk about this now. I ordered a B-Woody intake so that I could make a video later on, kind of sort of testing the sound differences between my LMI and the B-Woody. And of course, B-Woody isn't a carbon fiber like this, so you know my OCD and my freaking wacky ass mind. I was like, all right, I'm gonna contact the guy who hydro dipped all of my interior pieces, and I'm gonna have him hydro dip the tube so that even if I don't keep it, I'm still not gonna want to put something on this car that doesn't look halfway decent. So basically that's where that is. And one of my engine covers is with him as well because it had some kind of scratching and rubbing from the tubes there. Now, why is that not going to persist? Well, when we changed the fuel system on the car, we ended up going with a different fuel rail. And when you go with a different fuel rail, basically what ends up happening is the engine covers no longer hook onto a circle because it's a shaped rail. So we ended up just taking a Dremel and removing those. Simple, right? So now, basically what happens is they sit a little bit lower, which gives me more clearance, which is good for everybody. What else looks different? Not much. You can't really tell that anything was done in here. Still have the green belt from the last round of mods. What's on this car, and again, sorry for the vagueness, is we now have a stroker. In case anybody doesn't know what that means, we took the bottom end of this car, we sent it out. So we basically made it so that I now have more cubic inches. Yeah, cubic inches, manly, right? Woohoo! So as far as the number goes, I was going to sit here and I was going to be telling everybody exactly what was going on. But then as the mods progressed and I started talking to other people about their lists, it seemed like they were getting a little standoffish. Nobody wants to tell you what's going on. Nobody wants to tell you this and that and all this other crap. So basically, and I'm sorry, I'm not telling anybody what kind of stroker's on this car. I'm not telling anybody anything past that, really. It's a stroker motor, but all I can say is my daily driver tune is significantly better than it was. You don't want to push too much, but here's another thing I could tell you. These numbers, very low timing. Not pushing the boost. This engine is a freaking monster. It eats. It's insane. I'm so proud of it. EM Performance. I'm going to put their contact information in the description below. They built this engine in New York. The guy, honestly, you got to get to know him. You have to know him. You just sit there and you have a conversation with him. He's passionate about cars. He's a car guy. Okay, that's what makes the difference. It's not some run-of-the-mill shop that comes in here and they make these cookie-cutter cars. Now, what I mean by cookie-cutter cars, it's going to transition into exactly why I did a stroker engine. There's so many freaking Hellcats doing the cookie cutter Mr. Me Too setup. And what does that mean? Pulleys, E85. Yeah, it makes a lot of horsepower, but everybody's running the same goddamn setup, and it drives me nuts. And if it's not them, what are they doing? They're putting a Whipple on their stock engine, and they're calling it a day. And yeah, I have way more, you know, respect for the Whipple setup, but I didn't want to do a pulley and E85 setup. And honestly, the E85 is not like readily available around here, but it's just not for me. I'm not going to be that guy that comes out with a freaking beaker like Dexter's Lab testing my freaking fuel and stuff. Basically the setup is I had the engine expanded to bloat. It bloated. It's a bigger engine now, so I'm able to run way more horsepower on pump safely than I did before. And on Q16, this car is making holy shit numbers, and we're gonna find out, I think on April 5th or so, around that day, we're gonna find out what she runs on the track. And there's gonna be way more videos coming where we start talking about all of that. But as of right now, this is what she looks like. This is what it is. Again, if you have an E85 Hellcat, yeah, you got a fast Hellcat, but I'm going to give you a little secret. What you're making on E85 with pulleys, I'm making on pump gas. So, you know, it's worth it. It's expensive. It's in-depth. I have absolutely no warranty with this engine. None. But what are you going to do? I will get my engine covers back soon. I will be doing videos on this, so there's a lot to look forward to with that. I plan on doing a whole video just dedicated to the exhaust like drive-by clips and stuff. This way we can kind of sort of let you hear. It's so freaking loud. It's such a loud exhaust. It's almost unbearable. The cold starts are ferociously stupid. It's just sick. But as you can see, and maybe catch why I did this is a stock looking car. Unless you look at the rear end. But other than that tire, and the fact that this exhaust is so loud, you would never know. You wouldn't know that there is a stroker. You wouldn't know that this engine was built. You wouldn't know that this is forged. Now, here's the other thing. I haven't even begun to mess around yet. I have options. What are the options, you're gonna ask, right? I could do a Whipple. But this is a daily driver. It always was meant to be a daily driver. It's gonna stay a daily driver. There's no roll cage in this car, which means I can tell you flat out, I'm gonna get kicked out of whatever track I go to, whenever I go to a track. But that's okay. So yeah, that's the gist of that, and I'm gonna get comments and stuff, and it's gonna be people saying, well, what did you do for fuel? What did you do for injectors? What did you do for this and that? The gist of it, it's a 2-pulley car now, upper, lower pulley. What pulleys? Can't tell you. And what fuel system? Can't sort of tell you. I mean, you can kind of see that. But that's it. I mean, I know it's a douchebag move to be secretive and stuff, but it is what it is. Until people start throwing out their true numbers, I'm just not gonna. Eventually, I'm gonna start posting the dyno once we get it fine-tuned. We're going to the track for a rental, and then after that, I'm hitting the dyno again, and we're gonna really push it and see, because we have not pushed this. This car is on low boost with very low timing, making numbers that are just blowing us all away. We didn't think it was gonna be making these numbers, and it did, and that's insane, and I'm so proud. So you're gonna ask, what's next? I know I just mentioned that maybe a Whipple. A Whipple could happen. Imagine a Whipple on a stroker. That's just a ridiculous thought. But who knows? It could happen. I'm a little bit of a freaking full send when it comes to that. So as you can see, the car is dirty. It's been out of my possession for 5 weeks. I'm going to be doing a more thorough clean. I'm going to be swapping coatings. I'll talk about that in another video. I know that sounds a little ridiculous too, right? Who gets a coating that's supposed to last a couple years only to freaking polish it off and swap it out after 1 year? I do. That's this guy right here. This is who does that. So yeah, this video is probably way longer than it should have been, but it's been weeks. I haven't posted anything. So we're gonna cut to the last part of this video right now. If anybody follows me on Instagram, you know that I just recently hit 30,000 freaking followers. Thank you so much for all of that. I'm gonna be sending you guys from my Instagram to here to talk about this little giveaway. It's not giveaway, yeah, giveaway, right? But it's just a little way of doing something cool. My buddy SRTB5, he thought of this idea, and I was like, holy shit, you know, nobody's done this. Who would do this? So let's just talk about it. So since I now revealed that I did a stroker, I could reveal this. The little giveaway that we're going to be doing is we're giving away 3 of these. And you're like, oh, why is there 7? First of all, I gave 1 to SRTB5 because it's his idea and he's my best friend. I'm going to be keeping 4 of them, so that keeps 4 aside, so there's going to be 3. I'm going to give away 3 of the nicest ones and make sure I clean them up even more, even though, you know, they're pretty cleaned up as it is. But I think it would be a pretty cool thing to, I mean, if you do follow the page, if you're a fan, I don't know if I have those, or if you're a follower and you're interested in it, or if you just like cars and you want to have a freaking Hellcat part, a piece of a stock Hellcat in your living room. I mean, one of my buddies on Instagram did a giveaway of his broken wicker bill, and somebody put it on their freaking wall. So this is a freaking engine part. This is cool. And there's nothing wrong with this part. That's the stupid crazy part. This was just taken out of my car, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get rid of it. The cam is not going to go. I'm going to do the cliche thing and probably try to make a lamp out of that for the garage. So the way we're going to situate this whole little giveaway thing is you're just going to comment below on this video right now. And number 1, you're going to tell me, did you think that I did a stroker? Like, were you correct? Or did you think it was something else? Did you think I did just a cam? Do you think that I just did minor little bolt-ons? Did you think I did E85 and I'm just overhyping everything? What did you think I did? And right after that, tell me what your dream car is. Tell me what car you would love to have. It could be an old school car, a new school car. Like, I'm obsessed right now with a McLaren 720, but I'm obsessed with old school muscle cars. I would love a Cuda or an old Nova with a freaking beast engine. So just comment below, tell me what you're into. basically what I'm going to end up doing is going into one of those YouTube comment picker things, and we're just going to have like a little random generator. And I think it would be kind of cool. I think it's a way to get everybody a little more involved in the YouTube channel, so I'm going to send some of you guys from the Instagram page to the YouTube, so hopefully I could try to bridge the gap. I don't understand why I got 12,000 on YouTube and 30,000 on Instagram. I guess pictures are easier to look at than to listen to my nasty, annoying voice. I don't know, whatever it is, but I would love to bridge the gap. So, you know, if you have friends that aren't subscribed, let them know, because I do plan on posting a lot of videos this summer especially. A lot of my friends have some full send type of vehicles. We're going to be doing some track stuff. We're going to be doing some Hector stuff. There's going to be more mods. There's going to be videos, comparison videos, exhaust clips, just a lot more stuff. I'm going to try to get more variety in other people's cars on the channel eventually, so there's going to be other things going. So I know this isn't like super crazy, but I'm giving away part of a freaking Hellcat engine. I mean, come on. So 3 people will get it, and basically when you get it, you'll decide right on the spot. Do you want it just bare? Do you want me to sign it? Do you want me to draw a smiley face? Do you want me to draw a freaking penis on it? You want me to write a love note? I don't care. You tell me what the hell you want done to it, and you are the captain of the boat when we're talking about the land yacht, aka the kitty cat. So you're the captain, you're steering the ship. You let me know. If you want, I can put a little personalized letter made out to you, handwritten, because that's the kind of old school kind of guy I am. So if you want some of that, you let me know. We're trying to get more personal with this channel. And the other thing is, within the next video or two, me and SRTB5 are going to announce the address to our P.O. box that we're getting. We're going to share a P.O. box. This way you all can have a way of interacting with us a little bit more. If you want to send something in, we can have like a little mail time thing going. We can read something, give you a little shout out on the page. If you want to send stickers, decals, just don't mail any fucking stupid shit. Otherwise, I'll fucking hunt you down. But other than that, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that. It really means a lot to me. Please leave the comment for the contest. But if you want, leave 2 comments. You can leave a contest comment, and you can leave another comment, which would have been your original comment. You know, I don't want to take away your voice. So let's do it up. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully it's real soon. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for staying around. Thank you for not unsubscribing after a complete delay. It was out of our control. It was a lot to do with weather and timing, and it is what it is. But patience is worth it, because I promise you this was worth it. Good night, goodbye, good day, whenever this is that you're watching it. I love you all. I'll see you on the next one.